the sound of feet coming down our street. It is King Arthuritis, and look who comes with him. We can see Sir Laugh-a-Lot, the good knight, the fair maid, but watch out for Rotten Hood and all his naughty gang. We will have some fun this week. We'll make crafts with treats. Songs and lessons help us learn about the Lord. Yes, the most important part, hide God's word in our heart. If you want to miss it, come to Good News Kingdom now. You don't want to miss it, come to Good News Kingdom now. Well, good morning, boys and girls, kings, queens, knights, and ladies. How are you guys doing today? Did you have fun at VBS? Yeah. Do you guys think that your parents want to know how this story began? Yeah, I learned a great story. I learned it from a man who was clothed all in leather, who learned it from his grandfather. And he learned it from his great-great-grandfather before him. It's about Good News Kingdom and the great tournament. It has kings, queens, knights, and princesses, good guys and bad guys. You guys think they'd like to hear that one? Yeah! All right, let me tell it for them. I once met a frog. He was cute as could be. Oh. It's not about a frog, it's about a castle. Oh, it's about one misty, moisty morning when cloudy was the weather. I met a weathered old man who was clothed all in leather. Clothed all in leather with a cap beneath his chin, singing howdy-do and howdy-do and howdy-do again. Hey, kids, why don't we sing that last part for your parents? Why don't you guys sing that with me? Singing howdy-do and howdy-do and howdy-do again. Oh man, that was really nice. All right, let's keep going. I asked him if he'd heard about the kingdom of good news. He said, just wait around the bend and I would see it too. So come with me and we will see how our story all began. Singing howdy-do and howdy-do and howdy-do again. Good King Arthuritis had no one to become heir after him. His only children, the baby prince and the baby princess, mysteriously disappeared long ago. His only heir was the evil Black Prince. If the Black Prince became the king, he would have to marry Maid Marian. So in desperation for Marian's sake, the king proclaims a great tournament and invites the greatest knights in all the land. Hopes were high because to the winner would go the right of the throne and the hand of the Maid Marian in marriage. Everything looked hopeful, but the mean queen has a plan for ruining it. So her son, the Black Prince, is the only contestant. Let's see what happens next.
Singing, howdy-do, and how do we, and how do you do it again?
Because that's the way the song was written, my dear. But don't let that singing bother you. No one will be singing when you become the king. We'll see to that.
Yes! I can't wait to be king and have all these people groveling at my feet. Oh, and made Marion for my queen.
Oh, yes, those days are coming soon, my dear. Even though my stupid cousin, King Arthuritis, has proclaimed a tournament because he hopes to find someone other than you to become the next king. We have been working to make sure that you are the one and only heir to the throne. Time for a progress report. Princess Frumpella, tell us, what have you done to destroy the tournament?
I've done my dirty deal, Mummy dearest. I sent all the castle servants on a 3-week vacation. There'll be no one here to help the king and run his tournament.
Good. And, Rotten Hood, our happy henchman, what rotten things have you been doing?
Yes, me queen. I've also been doing my part. All my not-so-merry men are going about the kingdom right now, stealing horses, breaking swords, and making suits of armor all rusty. Anything and everything to make sure that none of the great knights can come here to Good News Kingdom to compete. We'll have the tournament here all ourselves, and no fair on Friday.
No fair!
No fair! Yeah! Oh, how I love that sound! We never play fair. But hush now. The king approaches. He must never get wind of our plan. Good day, your majesties.
Good day, royal cousin.
I say, my dear, what a wonderful idea you had to proclaim the tournament.
Ah, yes, it was a good idea. I can hardly wait for it to begin.
Oh, I'm so excited. Just imagine all those brave, handsome knights competing for me.
Great.
What a nice day.
It is one of those simple joys of maidenhood, Marion, my dear. It gladdens my heart that you will have the chance to enjoy it.
I say, your majesty, the royal mail probably contains some replies to the invitations you sent out to compete in the great tournament. What?
Quite so. Please send the servants to bring in the royal mail. In the meantime, royal jokester, a little entertainment, please.
I said, what does he do? Humpty Dumpty stood on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men decided to have scrambled eggs for breakfast again. That was funny. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. And along came a spider and sat down beside her. Boy, you should see Miss Muffet's spider bites today.
Your majesty, something is amiss.
What's wrong?
There seem to be no servants anywhere. The castle's empty.
What? No servants?
They vanished.
No servants? Who will fetch the royal mail? Who will butter the royal toast? Who's gonna bring the royal rubber ducky to my royal bath?
Worse than that, who will help in the tournament? No servants, no tournament, no tournament, no Good News Kingdom fair! And that's not fair!
No fair, no fair. If there's no tournament, then that means that the Black Prince is the only heir.
If the Black Prince is the only heir, then that means that I will have to marry him. Oh, no!
A royal timeout while we all express our feelings.
Your Majesty, we've run out of money and wondered if you could help us.
Remember us? We were here last month looking for work.
Would it be too much trouble to give us back our resumes so that we might go somewhere else and seek work as servants?
Servants? Did you say servants?
Yes, sire.
Do you cook and clean and fetch things?
That is us.
Do you make macaroni and cheese?
For you, your majesty, only the best. Kraft cheese and macaroni.
Well, then you're hired. Young man, fetch my royal mail. Young lady, macaroni and cheese, please.
Cheese and macaroni, sire.
That was quick thinking, my dear. What's a relief?
Oh, you can say that again.
That was quick thinking, my dear. What's a relief?
Wait until he sees what's in his mail.
Oh, here's the royal mail, your majesty. Thank you, my good man. That was prompt. What? I say, it's the Insider from Good News Baptist Church. I get to read it first.
Royal prerogative.
Very well. I say, your majesty, someone by the name of Ed McMahon says you may have already won $10 million.
Ed McMahon, you say? Ah, look here. I see Sir Mark of Taylor is pictured on the Insider.
Your majesty, the thing is amiss.
Now what's wrong?
All of these ledgers are polite refusals. Not one of them is an acceptance of your invitation to compete in the great tournament. What?
What?
It's all right here. Sir Roses of Liver. His horse mysteriously disappeared. Sir Loin of Beef. He says his best sword has been stolen. What?
Oh, no!
It ain't so again.
Circumference of Circle. He says his armor has rusted. I say, all the best knights. Circumspect of behavior. Circulation of bloodstream. Circumnavigation of globe. I say, even certainty of punishment. And certificate of completion. They all get on guns, sire. No.
Oh, I'm perplexed. It almost seems as if someone's plotting to keep my tournament from taking place.
Who would do such a thing?
We don't know. And I don't either.
Oh, no. This means that it will be the Black Prince again. Oh, no.
Say it ain't so again.
Dear uncle, can't you do anything?
With them? No. The law states that only the best knights and nobles can take part in this tournament.
Well, can't the law be changed? Who makes the laws?
Well, the king makes the laws.
Ah! The king makes the laws.
Well said, sir.
Good cousin, you wouldn't want to do anything hasty.
No, this calls for decisive leadership.
Oh, no!
I declare that this tournament is open to any man of any rank and station.
Here.
Sir Laugh-a-Lot,
Sire.
you shall be in the tournament.
What? But sire, my tournament days are over. I have no desire to be king. I only desire to serve you.
Sir Laugh-a-Lot, you serve me best by being in this tournament.
Your Majesty, please.
But think of Maid Marian here.
But sire, I am old enough to be the father of one of her ladies in waiting.
You're in.
No.
Royal Jokester, you shall be in the tournament also.
Who, me? Surely you jest, sire, to the funny joke.
Royal Jokester, may I remind you, my name is not Shirley. I'm not jesting, and you are in the tournament. Now, just one more person to even out the games and balance the competition. A gentleman who will... young man here. What's your name?
People call me Vort, sire, and this is my sister Tilly.
You shall be in the tournament also.
Me, sire? I'm only a servant.
Yeah? He's just a common servant.
He's young and strong and seems to be a hard worker. A pure heart and good character are often more important than training in personal combat. Come, let us prepare. The tournament begins on the morrow.
Oh, dear brother, you have never been in a tournament before. What are you going to do?
All I can do is try to do my best. The king has command.
Yes.
My dear mother, a word with you. Privately! Monty, the king changed the law. I thought I had it in the bag, and now I have to compete in the tournament! I told you, never suck your thumb in public.
Calm down, dear. A lot of unpleasant things can happen in a tournament, especially if we see to it that they happen to the right people. Come, we have plans to make.
Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Sir Tiny Tim, and I am here to tell you the story about Good News Kingdom. Are you ready to hear it? Yeah! All right, let's begin. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. No, wait, that's the wrong kingdom. Ah, I know which one's the right one. It goes, one misty, moisty morning, when cloudy was the weather, I met a weathered old man who was clothed all in leather. Clothed all in leather with a cap beneath his chin, singing howdy do and howdy do and howdy do again. Now kids, I've got an idea. How about all of you kids sing that last part with me? Singing howdy do and howdy do and howdy do again. All right, thank you. All right, now let's keep going with the story. I asked him if he'd heard about the kingdom of good news. He said, just wait, around the bend and I would see it too. So come with me and we will see our story now begin. Singing howdy do and howdy do and howdy do again. The king proclaimed a tournament to find himself an heir, and sent out invitations to unite from everywhere. But me and Queen had a plan. Her black prince alone would win, singing howdy do and howdy do and howdy do again. Now, why don't I introduce you guys to some of the characters in Good News Kingdom? And first, there's our good king, King Arthritis, and his queen, Guinevere.
At last, my dear, the great day of the tournament has arrived.
Ah, yes, I can hardly wait for it to begin.
As I have decreed, let every able-bodied man take part in this great tournament.
Then there is their niece, the lovely Maid Marian.
Oh, how I hope someone brave and true will win the tournament.
Then there are her ladies-in-waiting, Lady Cocoa Puffs and Lady Fruit Loops.
The tournament will decide who will get to be the next king, and who I will get to marry.
Can't wait to see.
Then there is the loyal knight, Sir Laugh-A-Lot.
Oh, hello! Great day for a tournament. What?
Then there are the royal servants, Wart and Tilly.
Oh, dear brother, how are you going to fight in the tournament? You have no armor and no sword.
heart that is brave and true, I will try to do my best.
And then there's the royal court jester, Chester the Jester.
Wait a second. Okay, what do you call little baby pigs? Bacon thieves.
Well, then there is the royal little cousin, the mean queen.
By hook or by crook, my son, the Black Prince, will win the tournament, marry Maid Marian, and become the next king.
Then there is her sniveling little wimpy son, the Black Prince.
Mousy! Mousy! Why don't I get to be king yet? You promised I would!
I told you, never suck your thumb in front of the boys and girls. Calm down. Don't worry, Mommy will make sure that her precious pumpkin gets to be the king.
Then there is her sneaky daughter, Princess from Pella.
Oh, Mother, I can't wait for the tournament to begin. Then we can start cheating to help my sissy brother win.
Then there is her crooked henchman, Rotten Hood.
Well, boys and girls, do not get your hopes up for a fair this Friday. We're going to fix it so the Black Prince wins. We'll have all the fair to ourselves, and none for you. Ha 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 ha.
At last, the time has come for the tournament to begin.
I said, let the tournament begin! The Royal Herald will make the official tournament proclamation.
Hear ye! By order of His Majesty King Arthritis, it is tradition to let the first tournament day be a day of preparation. Let each contestant prepare himself in mind and in body. The crown calls on all who compete in the tournament to play fairly and honestly. To the winner of this honorable combat will go the right to become king, and the hand of the royal niece Maid Marian in marriage. Tomorrow will be the jousting competition. The king will now meet with the competitors in private consultation.
Marian, my dear, who do you want to win the tournament? Sir Laughalot? Jester? Surely not the Black Prince.
Well, Sir Laughalot is brave, and Chester is funny. But that young man called Ward seems to stand out from all the rest. He has a quiet strength, and he seems so kind.
Ooh, handsome too. Ah, yes, he is a very nice young man. But he is poor and has nothing to fight with in the contest.
Maybe there's something I can do to help him.
Come, let us see.